Good evening. So, this evening I want to discuss the coronavirus van life situation. Just over a month on from the original videos that I made. So, the first sort of video that I made about the coronavirus situation and van life was me explaining how in my opinion, it was advantage van life. We were out of the whole of society, we were the people that were probably most prepared to deal with a situation like this, given that we carry our food and water and everything with us anyway, and tend to stock up and also be ready to leave built up areas. Obviously things have escalated quite a lot since then, and this is something I wanted to go over today. So just after that video, I headed to a place that I wanted to be, where I wanted to isolate myself, and a few other people had the same idea, so we ended up with a group of 8 to 10 people, I think, all in the same spot. Now, I then made a video where we had a police interaction, which took off quite a lot, and with that video became a bit of a backlash from people. Not from everybody, but from the minority. In that video, I stood my ground with the police and recorded everything that they said for a reason. Now, a lot of people felt that was me antagonising the police or trying to cause trouble or potentially going to cause van lifers more problems. However, what those people didn't realise was that I was helping a Facebook group, which was a support group for van lifers during this pandemic, and recording the police and what the police was saying was key to help other people around the country also deal with the police. Now, there are thousands of van lifers around the country who are locked down similar to us, and have been were moved on by police, or some were expecting to be moved on by police. So documenting that was an essential thing. And again, I can understand why people thought that was about that was me antagonising, but genuinely it was just educational. And we stood our ground with the police a little bit and said, you know, we don't have anywhere else to go. The police at first were probably the first sort of interaction they've had with sort of van dwellers, and also obviously it was the police's first interaction with van dwellers during a pandemic, which none of us have ever been through before. So the police were stuck on what to do, and we've worked together with them for the last 6 weeks. And for the most part, it's turned out brilliant. So, going back to my original video about the advantage van life, I don't feel guilty one little bit that we've made the best of this situation. Now, there's a lot of misery, a lot of angry people turning on each other, arguments online, arguments in real life, fights in supermarkets, and all that kind of thing. And we have a group of, I think, less than 10 people now, but a group of around 10 people that are just getting on with things. We're working as a community now. We are helping each other out with shopping, helping each other out with money, helping each other out with food, helping each other out with drinks, showers, emptying toilets, all that kind of thing. We have got a very tight community here, where it's not far off perfect. I'm going to be honest with you. This is truly van life. This is what van life is all about. I think this is probably the most van life I have felt whilst living van life, if you understand what I mean. So yes, 6 weeks on, the people have come and gone. We've got 2 more people turned up yesterday, but we've had sort of 3 or 4 people leave, so we're about the similar numbers. We have organised recycling, we've organised firewood, we've organised water supplies, we've organised places to empty our toilets, we've organised a system in which we have the bottom half of the road closed off now, and only people that have been isolated for 7 days, we're not going for a full 14 days, but 7 days, are not allowed to park with us until they've isolated for 7 days. So, although we have people walking through here all the time, we have tourists coming and going, people that want to stay here have to sort of abide by those rules for the most part. It's not that we're trying to police it or be bossy or anything, but we're just trying to take the best precautions as possible to try and be as safe as possible for everybody's sake. So there are people parked at the other side of the cones now that have been here for a few days. Next week, if they want to park closer to us, then they'll be able to park closer to us. We have been up and talked to them. We do communicate with them at a safe distance, but for the sort of, I don't know how to sort of describe us without sounding like we're being elitist or anything, but the sort of more original people that were here, we are now allowed to interact. We're now allowed to hug if we wanted to. We're allowed to shake hands if we wanted to. We're not doing, for the most part, but, well, for any part, actually. We're allowed to be in each other's vans. We're allowed to sit around a campfire together. We're allowed to share food, all those things. That's been confirmed by the authorities also, that we are technically now a part of the same household. Now, that in itself is a huge deal, because had they not said that to us, really, we wouldn't have been able to relax. We would have had to be properly locked down, essentially, and that probably would have drove us mad. So yeah, sticking to our guns and sort of being sensible and working with the authorities has turned out to be a massive advantage. And that also brings me back to the COVID-19 Facebook group on Facebook. I've been in the beginning. I was an active user in that. I've not really posted any updates recently, but I was an active user in that, posting regularly, recording the police and the park rangers and the PCSOs and things, just to pass that information on. And since then, councils and authorities around the country have really stepped up the game, especially in Bristol. Bristol now has dedicated car parks with washing facilities, toilet facilities, fresh running water, tea and coffee and all that kind of thing, and that's incredible. We've not asked for anything like that up here. We're not wanting anything like that. We're trying to be as self-sufficient as possible, but if the police or authorities are watching, we could do with some showers down if you want to bring some showers down. But we're managing. There are places local that we can get showers and things if need be, and actually some of the vans have got showers in, so we can use them. But yeah, the difference and the uncertainty from 6 weeks ago to how things have sort of settled now, the animosity towards van lifers, thinking that we're tourists. Now, we still get that a little bit from time to time, but nowhere near as bad. We've used the local shops again more recently, and we've not had any negative comments or hassle or anything. We're getting less people coming down taking photos of the vans and giving us dirty looks and all that kind of thing. Most people now come and talk to us and want to know what the deal is with us and things. So we're getting to know more locals, more tourists, more walkers and cyclists and things. And yeah, things have settled a lot. Again, with the police, like, they were coming every single day. Even though they were being kind, it was still quite intimidating. And at one point, I nearly left here. I was getting annoyed by the police being every day. It kind of felt like we were being babysat or something. But the more interactions we had, the more I realised actually that they are literally here just to make sure we're all right. They don't care that we're here. They've not got any issues with us being here. Obviously, they'll be happy when we leave as soon as the lockdown's finished. But won't we all? I want to go back to work. I want to get back to my normal routine. Anyway, that was just a quick update on how things were then and how things are now. I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks we're going to have some updates on this lockdown, and hopefully we'll be able to start heading back to our normal lives. Hopefully work will start. Jesus. Hopefully work will start to pick back up very soon. We'll be allowed back to work, and then we can start living our lives again. But also, what I wanted to say at the end of this video also was that the people that I've shared this journey with, who are around me now, some of them I didn't know at all, never met before this lockdown. But those people now will sort of be in my memories for probably the rest of my life, probably the rest of all our lives, also, because we probably won't ever experience a pandemic like this again, hopefully, obviously. And we will always talk about, remember that time when that thing happened, because it is the biggest thing to probably happen to any of us in our lifetimes. I'll always remember these people, and in a positive way as well. Like, it would have been, this whole experience would have been so much harder, so much more difficult if it wasn't for these people. And I will never ever forget these people. I'll never ever forget you. What a crazy time, but also what an amazing time we've had. Anyway, I'm gonna go before I cry. I'll see you all soon. Bye, Felicia.